Management says yields will rise because bonds and
Hello and welcome to Bloomberg Quint. JSW Energy has come out with an inline set of numbers. Joining to dissect the results, we are having the joint MD and CEO of the company, Prashant Jain. Hello sir, happy to have you. So can you give us the operational details of the quarter gone by?
So during the financial year 19, quarter 4, our net generation was down by 3%. That was primarily due to the lower merchant sales. And because the demand went up only by 1.6% during the quarter, as compared to the overall demand for the entire FY19 was 5.1%. And the demand growth was lower because of the extended winters as well as lower IIP. And during the complete year, we did 1% more in the net generation. Our thermal generation was up by 5%. And hydro generation was lower by 9%, primarily due to less availability of water. And in terms of EBITDA, for the quarter it was up by 9%, and for the year it was flat. And we also reduced our debt by 636 crore during the quarter, and for the financial year we reduced it by in excess of 1200 crore.
Sir, I just have a question. Your generation volumes did fall down 3% according to the brokerage reports. So what is the impact which can happen on the financials going into the next couple of quarters?
So as I explained to you that during the quarter only it went down because of the lower merchant sales. But our EBITDA was higher because our realizations were much better, and then dark spread went up. And going forward, we have tied up under the short-term contracts. Last year, our PPA for the year we closed with 80%. And we started with 70.75 and we closed at 80.5. This year, we are already having a visibility of 90% as compared to 80.5 last year, because we have already done short-term contract and medium-term contracts, and we are also seeing the strong visibility to tie up in some additional quantities. So I think in terms of the net generation, this year will be much, much better. Secondly, hydro generation was less last year because of the lower snowfall. This year, we are doing much better than the last year. If I speak from 1st April till date, 16th of May, we are already in excess of 40% than last year. So we are quite confident that this year the generation will be better as well as the PLFs will be much better.
And speaking of the international coal prices, they have actually fallen down around 8% on a quarterly basis. So what realization impacts we can expect in the numbers going ahead for FY20?
For PPA contract, it doesn't make any kind of impact. For open capacity, it makes an impact, and thereby it improves the dark spreads for us. So falling coal prices are good for us for our merchant sales.
And you have shelved your EV plans. So if you can give us more details and what impact was there in your financials for this quarter?
We spent 32 crores for the EV in last 2 years. Of that, 22 crores we spent in FY19. And everything has been expensed out, and we decided to scrap this project, and now whatever we are generating free cash or we would like to leverage our balance sheet will be only for the power sector.
And last question, sir, the CERC norms are going to come in from 2019 to 2024. So what benefits are we looking at for your company?
So regulations are already out, and I think the CERC has kept the regulation same as it was the previous regulation. So it's not going to change anything. Rather, it's a kind of a relief for the power generators, because earlier it was being talked about that they will be reducing the return on equity, which has not been done.
And last question, sir, about your debt refinancing. You have been, getting your balance sheet down into better figures. So what do you expect? Any refinancing or any other capital moves which we can expect going into FY20 or maybe the first quarter of FY20?
No, we are not doing any refinancing in this financial year. We have already reduced our debt to close to 10,000 crore. And last year we reduced by 1,200 crore, and last 3 years we have reduced more than 6,000 crore. So it's not a good situation for us to continuously deleverage our balance sheet. Ideally, we would like to grow our balance sheet, but we have been waiting for the right opportunity, and I believe that the right time has arrived, and I'm quite optimistic that there will be some organic and inorganic plays which we will be having to grow our balance sheet and leverage it back.
All right, sir. Thank you for taking your time out. Thank you for talking to Bloomberg, Quint.